waived Dewanna Bonner. I gotta say, I'm very, very surprised at the decision to simply waive her, but I guess because she had an unprotected contract, and that protects them and allows them to cut her. So they have waived Dewanna Bonner. And guess what? Ari McDonald is back in the picture. They have re-signed the speed racer, pesky point guard who was doing so much in those 4 or 5 games that she played for the Indiana Fever while Caitlin Clark was out on the mend.
Something is brewing in Indiana, and it's more than just drama. A storm is brewing, shaking the very foundations of the Fever franchise. When head coach Stephanie White finally spoke, it wasn't the usual press conference. It was a seismic jolt. From the surprising waiver of Dewanna Bonner to the devastating news about Caitlin Clark's injury, every revelation hit like a turning point. Layer in the mounting behind-the-scenes tension, and suddenly, the Fever's season could be on the brink of a complete upheaval.
Steph, did you have any parting message for Dewanna or anything? Like they coached her before the season, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, obviously we're disappointed that things didn't work out. I love DB. I mean, DB is somebody that I have so much respect for. She's a Hall of Famer. And while I'm disappointed, I always, first and foremost, want her to be happy. And so I'm thankful for the time that we've had, and certainly, want her to be happy and wish her the best, and turning right now our focus to our team and what we can do to continue.
So now the hot gossip flying around like a sugar-fueled bat is that Dewanna Bonner bailed from the Fever because of Caitlin Clark. Really? That's the storyline we're running with? Somebody cue the laugh track, because this theory is pure comedy gold. And if that's the reason, yikes. It's not just weak, it's limping ankle-level pathetic. Let's be honest, blaming your exit on a rookie is like quitting your job because the intern uses too many exclamation marks.
That Caitlin Clark is out with a groin injury. Now, if you guys have been watching the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark play over the past 3 games, it is very clear that Caitlin Clark is not feeling like Caitlin Clark. She has only made 1 3-pointer in her last 3 games, and even just last game, she only had 6 points. But it wasn't only her performance on the court that was worrying fans, it was also just her demeanor, her energy. It felt like something was wrong. She wasn't hyping up the crowd like she normally does, and even in her pre-game routine, she was doing some things differently. Some fans also noticed that she had her upper left leg taped during a couple of those games. So
it doesn't hold up. It makes 0 sense. And it sure as heck doesn't earn sympathy points. Bonner didn't just walk. She bolted like the house was on fire, and she suddenly remembered her career was still cooking on the stove. The way she ducked out, you'd think Caitlin Clark had rolled up with a boombox and some serious bad intentions. But here's the twist nobody asked for. This wasn't Caitlin's fault. Caitlin Clark didn't chase—
Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark out yet again with a left groin injury. Caitlin Clark will be missing tonight's game versus the Los Angeles Sparks. The venue will be open. Out with a left groin injury. We go from a quad to a quad to a groin.
Caitlin Clark didn't draft the game plan, shuffle minutes, or decide who gets locker room snacks. She was busy rehabbing an injury and dodging the media circus that follows her everywhere like a Kardashian with a clipboard. So let's stop pretending this was some epic saga of veteran versus rising star. This wasn't Shakespeare. It was one woman, Dewanna Bonner, pulling what can only be called a top-tier Hall of Fame level trash move. A full-blown tactical tantrum.
An injury, and how much of an absence do you expect from her beyond today?
Yeah, late last night. I think it's very much a day-to-day thing, how she responds to treatment. I stay in my lane and let our strength and conditioning and our physical, our AT staff do what they do best. But yeah, I found out late last night, and then we'll treat it day to day.
Back to back, a factor at all with that?
I mean, I don't know that it's a factor from a physical standpoint, from an athletic training standpoint. Certainly in my mind, it is. But at the same time, she's shown that she's tough and she's a quick healer. So we'll see.
A melodramatic exit so transparent it could have been sold in the glassware aisle at Target. You don't abandon a team mid-transition and expect a sympathy parade. What Bonner pulled wasn't leadership. It wasn't brave. It was the basketball equivalent of ghosting a group project because you didn't like who got picked as team captain. And now we're supposed to pretend she left for some higher calling? Please. She quit. Period. She ducked out the moment the headlines stopped being about her. She bailed because the spotlight moved 3 feet to the right. That's not noble, it's narcissism. And yes, let's call it what it is, cowardice. Not showing up when the going gets tough isn't veteran wisdom. It's cowardice dressed in a team warm-up. This is the kind of move that sticks. Years from now, no one will remember her stat lines or shooting percentage. They'll remember the moment she ghosted a franchise in need. That's the label now. That's the tattoo her legacy just picked up. And it's not going anywhere.
This just occurred to me. Caitlin Clark clearly not looking like herself. The Indiana Fever has the game put away, yet we still put her back in the game at 45 seconds left. Caitlin Clark dealing with an injury, not looking like herself. The game is already out of hand, yet we still put her back in with 45 seconds left. How much patience do I need to have before I can start going nuclear? Because I am getting very frustrated with what I am seeing. To everybody that said Caitlin Clark didn't look like herself, salute to you. For everybody that said Caitlin Clark might be going through something, salute to you.
But hey, she cleared space. Sometimes subtraction is the loudest form of addition. Want to exit? Fine. Don't let the logo hit you on the way out. Because stepping into Bonner's spot is Arie McDonald. That's right. Full throttle, zero guilt, crave flavor. A guard with speed, grit, and the ability to actually show up. A player who doesn't break a sweat under pressure. Someone who doesn't run when the locker room volume turns up. Let's be clear, Arie McDonald didn't come to Indiana to sip tea and watch drama unfold. She came to run, hustle, grind, and make defenders regret ever lacing up. Quick hands, sharper edge, zero tolerance for diva exits masquerading as career moves. She's a personal security detail for herself, protecting the Fever from anyone trying to redirect attention from a 22-year-old rookie. The idea that Caitlin Clark was the villain here? That's like blaming the weatherman for your broken umbrella. Deflection, denial, delusion, gift wrapped in nostalgia.
I did not suspect Dewanna Bonner would be returning to the Indiana Fever. She has been out now for 6 games away from the team for only personal reasons, and the team was being really tight-lipped about it. They weren't giving any more information. But the whole thing, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of fans, is that there was something else going on. This didn't seem like something where there was maybe something going on with her family. It didn't seem like she was sick or injured. She just simply stepped away from the team, and nobody really knew why. But
let's not overlook the exquisite irony. Bonner, once the poster child for reliability, transformed overnight into a walking contradiction. The same player who preached team unity suddenly vanished. When the roster got real, when things got uncomfortable, she became inconvenient. The second the spotlight shifted, she demanded her own theater. But this isn't a one-woman show, and if it ever was, the curtain just dropped hard. It's like the fog lifted. The Fever didn't lose a piece. They lost a distraction. Now, without the diva energy clogging up the chemistry, the team can finally breathe. Sure, Clark's on the bench, but don't let the crutches fool you. Her presence still dominates the room. She's still the future. Still the engine. And despite what revisionists claim, her success doesn't require anyone else to disappear. Clark didn't push Bonner out. Bonner simply couldn't handle someone else shining brighter, and tripped over her own ego on the way out.